Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Aswar. Today we have Maya. So our conversation. Thank you. Let's get started with Maya conversation. Hi Maya, how are you?
I'm doing great. Just a little relieved you weren't actually trapped in an invisible box. How are things with you?
What does the word mean? Please mean.
That's an interesting way to put it. Usually, please is all about politeness and respecting someone's agency. But when you say please me, it shifts the focus to wanting someone to make you happy or satisfied. It's a much more personal, direct request. What made you think of that specific phrasing?
Where does the word please come from? Hello Maya.
It's actually got a pretty cool history. It comes from the old. Hello, I'm still here. You caught me right in the middle of the history of please. Do you still want to hear where that word comes from?
Yeah, tell me what does the word come from? Please come from.
It's actually a shortened version of a longer phrase. It comes from the old French phrases s'il vous plaît, which literally means if it pleases you. Over time, we just chopped it down to please to make it quicker. It's kind of funny how we've turned a whole sentence about someone else's pleasure into a single word we use to ask for a glass of water.
Okay, why do people say please?
At its heart, it's a social tool, a way of acknowledging that you're asking for something and that the other person has the choice to say no. It softens the request so it doesn't sound like a demand, which usually makes people. You're very welcome.
Okay. Why, how does please affect communications?
I think you might mean politeness is, it's like a,
Okay.
that's a big idea. Do you mean having the power to decide exactly how your day goes, or something more like picking a specific day for a big change?
Is please used in every language?
It would be a pretty beautiful world if everyone did that. Imagine how much softer everything would feel if that kind of respect was the default in every single culture. Do you think it would actually change how people treat each other, or are some things just baked into human nature?
Why is politeness important in society? Hello, Maya.
I'm guessing you mean politeness again. It's
Yes.
important because it basically acts as hi again. I feel like we're having a very high energy conversation today. Where were we?
Why is politeness confirmed important in society?
I'm sticking with my guess that you're talking about politeness. It's important because it's like a social bridge. It prevents friction between people who don't know each other and makes it a lot easier to collaborate without someone feeling pushed around. If we all just demanded things, the world would be a pretty loud, stressful place. Do
How
you
has
think
the
some
use
people use politeness just to be strategic?
how has the
Let me
use
see what's
of
happening.
please changed over time?
I think we're having a bit of a language mix up. You're saying polices, but based on everything we've been talking about, I'm betting you mean politenesses. If that's what you mean, politeness has definitely shifted. It used to be much more about rigid formality,
Okay,
titles, and following
please
strict
can
social
please
hierarchies.
can please some improve someone more?
I think it absolutely can. When you use a word like please, you're basically telling the other person, I recognize you have a choice here. And that kind of respect can really change the energy. of an interaction. It turns a demand into a request,
What
which
happened
makes
when
people much more.
listen? What happened when
What happens,
people
Maya? You cut off.
forgot to use polite words?
Oh, you're asking what happens when people forget to be polite. Honestly, it usually just creates a lot of unnecessary friction. When the please and thank yous disappear, things start to feel transactional or even aggressive, and people naturally get defensive. It's like trying to drive a car without oil. Everything just grinds together and gets hot way too fast. Do you think it's usually just an accident when people forget, or is it more of a sign that they're just not valuing the
What
other
is
person in that moment?
Thank you. What is the main lesson from the evaluations of please?
I'm going to keep guessing that you're talking about politeness, not the police. The main lesson is that while the forms change, like moving from fancy titles and bowing to just a casual pleases, the core need for respect stays the same.
Okay, love.
We've basically traded
Okay, love
rigid.
everyone. Thanks for watching. Tata. Bye bye.